Also, I want to say that my necklace has arrived. I just arrived in the post just after I made that last video. But yeah, so this basically is like a portal. I believe it's my new belief that this is a portal. What you need to do to get into heaven is you just need to die, and then your soul will leave your body. And then you need to find one of these. I don't know how long you have to do this. You know, will you have a few minutes? I've always believed, actually, before I was Christ, this was a very long time ago, because I've always believed in reincarnation, and I was always thinking, like, how do you get reincarnated? Because I kind of also believed in ghosts. Like, I didn't really know what ghosts were, and I never really had any evidence that they were actual real. Like, I know I've seen them, and I've seen events, like things floating or in the air, or I've seen certain things. But yeah, when I found out that I was God, I was kind of a bit suspicious. You know, was this a ghost, or was this just my higher self getting me to think about the supernatural, or getting me to believe in a ghost for a certain reason? Or and then I had that ghostly experience, the ghostly experience where I saw a ghost. Me and this other girl saw a ghost. I was there. No, I was here, the girl was there, and there was a ghost in between us, and it walked into my room, but it looked exactly like one of the girls that was actually staying in my room, so I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, that's the girl that's staying in my room. And then we went into that bedroom, and no one was there, and I was like, you know, and I went to the other girl, said, did you see that girl? She just, you know, I saw her open the door, I almost tried to catch the door, I missed the door, and I don't know what happened. But she said she saw it too, and that was weird, because I saw a ghost, but technically that girl was not dead, that girl was not a ghost, that girl was a living and, you know, human live person, and therefore that made me question whether or not ghosts were actually real. Because you think if you see a ghost, you're seeing, you know, a real living person, but maybe you're actually just seeing like a memory of something that happened. You know, that girl has only been staying in that because it was a week camp, that it was a Christian camp that I was doing, so that I was on. So that girl had only been in this sort of facility for for a few days, but it was almost like I was picking up on a memory that happened earlier that day, or the day before, or the day before that, because she'd only been there a few days. And yeah, but it's weird because we both saw the same thing, but that girl wasn't a ghost. So because of that, I'm really suspectful about what ghosts are. But anyway, let me tell the story. I always wanted to know what ghosts were, and I never really got the answer. But I had this strange belief that if you wanted to be reincarnated, all you need to do is, when you're in your ghost form, you just walk into a pregnant woman. So if you're walking down the streets and you see a pregnant woman, you walk into the pregnant woman, and the matrix, or, you know, the universe will say, is your soul similar to that person's soul? And if the answer is yes, then it would mix you. Now that I'm a god, I kind of have a different view on it, because I realize that if you just, you know, because if that was the truth, what you would do is you would walk around trying to find the richest pregnant woman, and you would just walk into the richest pregnant, and I don't think that's actually possible. So therefore, I don't actually believe in that now. But I kind of believed that before I knew that I was Christ, before I saw the evidence. I kind of thought that if you wanted to be reincarnated, you just need to kind of walk into a pregnant lady. But I don't actually believe that now. But anyway, let's go back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I feel like in that same way, or in a similar way to that, when you die, your soul leaves your body and you become a ghost. Do I believe that now? I don't know. I don't think so. I think now, actually, my belief is that your soul goes to the sun. So wherever the sun is, whenever you die, your soul kind of leaves your body and goes to the sun. So I feel like that's what happens. But there is a way of preventing that, and then once you get in the sun kind of assesses your soul, gives you a proper test, and then it is the one that chooses. So I no longer believe that you can just walk into a pregnant woman and get reincarnated into that pregnant woman, because that would be incredibly unfair, because you just need to, you know, if you want to be a millionaire, you just need to find millionaire parents and just walk into them when they're pregnant, you know, and that's not going to be a very good system. So I do feel like there's a different system as to how, you know, where your soul gets chosen, or you know, it gets assessed through some sort of judgment through, and then comes out. But I do still think, because I'm promoting this and I want to promote this, there is a way of getting out of the reincarnation system, and that is in the few minutes that you have between death and your soul going into the sun. You have to find one of these. You probably only have 3 minutes, but you have to find one of these and you have to jump through it. If you can jump through it within 3 minutes, then your soul doesn't go into the sun to get reincarnated. It goes into a portal that goes into the center of the MW, and you could find yourself being in a different world. That is what this means to me. So if you hate Earth, if you don't want to be reincarnated on the planet, you need to always have one of these around. So either by your bed or wear it as on a necklace, you know, in case you get run over in the middle of the street or whatever. You know, you have 3 minutes to try and find one of these. Otherwise you'll just come back to Earth. But yes, this is the new belief that I'm going to promote, and I call it sanity.